Real quick, I'm just going to share who I am. I got into business in 2005, and I failed miserably, and I only sold 2 houses. 2. I don't know if you guys know this or not. 2 houses did not make you rich. It just doesn't, right? And we got into real estate to make a lot of money. Yes? And so I failed miserably. But then I got a coach, I got a mentor, and I learned what I did wrong that first year. And then the next year, I went on to do about 20-something homes, and then I went on to 40, then to 75 homes a year. And then what I realized is that what I was doing at 75 homes a year wasn't working anymore, because who's ever felt like this? I felt like I was working 29 hours a day, 8 days a week. Like, raise your hand if you've ever felt like that, right? So at first I was like failing miserably. Anyone ever been there besides me? Raise the miserables up. Thank you. We're all a bunch of failures. And I realized that my first year was a system. What's the word? A system wasn't in place. So I started the system and I started having some success. So repetition's the mother of all skills. So you're going to hear me repeat some words. One of the words is system. What's the word? So what we've got to leave over the next few days is with a system in place for you to go to the next level. How many of you guys are down with that? Yes? And so as I started this system, I really realized my system was broken because I had a goal. Anyone ever have a goal before? And it was really exciting, and it drives you there, and then you're there, and then you're like, shit, I'm here, what's next? Who's ever got that? Yes? So I did that. My goal was to go to the World Cup in Brazil in 2014. It was like, I want to go. I wanted to watch Messi play, which I did. He scored the first goal of the tournament. I didn't want to see Brazil lose 7-1, but we watched that as well. And while I was there, though, a weird thing happened. I made money, but then I didn't have any new business come in. Who's ever noticed if you stop working, the new business kind of stops? Raise your hand if that's you. So I realized that I needed to create a new system. A new what? I needed a new system. So then I had a really horrible idea, and I went and started a brokerage, a real estate brokerage, and which we built it up to 50 plus agents, but guess what? It didn't make me a lot of money. And I got into real estate to make a lot of what? All right, who else got in to make a lot of money? And so I realized I had to shift. That wasn't working, and I built a team. And what's cool about that team today, I only work 20 minutes a week in that team, and that still drives me about $250,000 a year. How many of you guys are down to work 20 minutes a week and make $250,000 only 20 minutes a week? Who's down with that? Yes? But the one thing, hey Ross, thanks for being here, my man. The one thing that had to shift was the system. Got it? So what we're going to talk a lot about here in the next 3 days is what? Systems. Thank you so much. Then I went on and launched the WGR Academy. And by the way, does anyone know how much work goes into doing an event? Like, it is ridiculous. But the reason why I do it is because I've reached this level in my career where I have the financial freedom. Write that down because we're going to talk about it here in a second. Is I have the financial freedom and I have the business freedom to be able to create and to expand.